Hello everyone, my name is Joshua Chan. I'm 15 years old and diagnosed with ASD, also known as Autism Spectrum Disorder. Basically, people with autism are affected in three ways: communication, socialization, and repetitive behavior. They're usually really anxious and have a lot of sensory difficulties. How I show my autism is I stutter when I'm not confident of what I'm going to say. I get locked into my own world. I make social mistakes, lots of self talk, which seems odd to others. I get easily distracted and find myself drifting away. I don't have much friends, but I enjoy my alone time. I'm okay with all these things because I learn fast, especially with video games. I'm flexible and resourceful. My mom said when I was 2 years old, instead of asking her to get the cookies from the top shelf, I get a chair and do it myself. I'm also a music man. I play the piano, sing second tenor in a school choir. Music to me is an emotion. It allows me to be calm, collective, and possibly sleepy. Growing up was tough for me. I was the quiet type, knack for numbers and patterns. My mom told me I counted first before I said mama or dada. I was nonverbal. My teacher used to call my parents every day complaining about my behavior, like like screaming, rolling on floor, temper tantrums. I wouldn't wear any clothes with tags on them, and I don't like to be hugged on certain times. Um, Being diagnosed with autism at the age of 4 didn't really help me out because my parents had to fight for me, which also means applications for my rights for an education. Many teachers and even the principal didn't think I could make it, and TDSB was really stubborn that time, so they refused to give me any rights and special education. My parents involved many important people to help me get this kind of support that I need to succeed in school, like one-on-one staff, routines, lawsuits, and even the superintendent. I think my parents have never told me I had autism. My ASD teachers from high school told me that I had autism. I don't know what my parents' reasons was, but it could be time constraints. They were afraid. Who knows? Finding out about my exceptionality has only helped me understand about who I was. They sat with me and went over my IEP, also known as Individual Educational Plan. Everyone who is identified as exceptional has a right for an IEP. It tells the teacher that they must accommodate or support me so I can do well in school. Being in grade 11 now, I'm more comfortable speaking up for myself and communicating with my integrated teachers without the intensive support. In grade 9 and 10, I had lots of coaching and modeling from my ASD teachers, and I had extra time on tests and running in quiet areas, lots of repetition, frequent breaks, having my teacher scribe, and using the computer, blah 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 blah. Those are some examples of my accommodations. Acceptance of who I am, going to East Metro Youth Services, encouragement and support for the families, relatives, teachers, friends, and my girlfriend have given me a sense of confidence and a feeling of belonging in this world. I have the right for friendship, love, and the right to succeed in school. I know that going to university and getting a job will be a challenge because I have to explain how sometimes I behave a certain way. I know it is my responsibility to educate others about autism and what works best for me. If you don't know what your rights are, then you don't know if people are breaking them or taking advantage of you. If you're nervous talking or afraid to say it, and too afraid to say it, know your support system and don't be afraid to ask for help, kids. Thank you for taking the time to listen about my journey through having autism and the importance of knowing your rights.